The divine will are actually two different mechanics. The one is your constant uphill battle between losing favor and gaining favor. The other one is the prayer. The only thing those two mechanics have together is that they share the same menu to pick a god for the prayer and or to pick a god for the hecatomb. Hecatomb means basically just a bigger sacrifice. Let's scrap out the prayer. Here, I help you. Now we have to focus on losing favor and gaining favor. Fact, you do lose -10 favor per turn. The most obvious way to gain favor is a hecatomb, a bigger sacrifice. It grants you +70. I picked Aphrodite for now. We have gained 70 favor of Aphrodite. She grants us now love all the people. It gives us +10 to diplomatic relationships with all factions and +200 to all effects of organized games commandment, which doesn't do much because, well, we don't even can do a commandment right now. Nonetheless, we do have the -10 and we can do a hecatomb the next time in 5 turns. That means this will decay down to 20. We can do another 70, thus we will end up at 90. You see, you gotta do the hecatomb as often as possible. Well, you got to have to afford it. That being said, how to gain more favor, how to make the hecatombs more effective is what we're gonna look at now. In general, the best way to gain more favor is a temple. Well, note, I'm just gonna pick Aphrodite here, but you gonna do you. It can be a personal favor thing, or you're gonna have a strategic decision, and therefore you're gonna pick what suits you best on the campaign map or on the battlefield. There are several gods, and all of them offer specific things. You can read them on the left side when you hover over the building. The thing they all have in common is that you get +1 capacity for priestesses, which means that allows you to do other things we're gonna talk about later. The more important thing right now is if you build a temple to Aphrodite is you're gonna get a one-time boost favor of 100. If you do a hecatomb, you're gonna get +10 favor on top of your hecatomb. So it's not 70 anymore. No, it's then 80. The hecatombs, though, gonna get a little bit more expensive. Let us jump to a different game of mine. I can show you a couple of things there. In Petalon, we do have built an altar of Aphrodite, which allows us to recruit a priestess. Each priestess is kind of devoted or is a follower of a certain god. Since we do have the temple or the altar of Aphrodite, it is wise to go for Aphrodite follower. Eurymede is a follower of Aphrodite. We take her. She can do certain things to the army, to just hanging out, but what we are talking about here is when she does a ritual of exaltation, she increases the favor of the god, whose temple is inside the settlement. If there is no temple, increase the favor of a random god, but by much less. That being said, we jump to turn, and now she can do the ritual of exaltation. It will cost us 420 food. We did that, and we gained 20 favor. The priestess as well can pick skills, which allows her to gain more out of the ritual of exaltation, plus 5% to favor of the gods. A little bit further ahead, when she levels up, you can give her skills which will increase the favor from the ritual of exaltation. Since she is already a follower of Aphrodite, it is worth to give her in service of Aphrodite. Plus 10% favor from the ritual of exaltation to Aphrodite upon successful action on own settlement. It makes it more expensive though. she is a follower of Aphrodite. That means she gets +1 favor per turn. Or the other way around, the decay -10 is now a -9. You see, the connection between your temple, the priestess, and which god you do sacrifice, aka hecatomb, to, is very important, and it shall be connected as much as possible. As I said, I just took Aphrodite for no special reasons. Have a look what they do and what they offer to you, and make your decisions upon that. Other ways to gain favor or to reduce the decay of favor. There are some items which, for example, gives you favor. In this case, it is favor of Athena +3. The seal of Athens grants us that. That being said, if we are gonna go for Athena, we only have -7 per turn. I want you to remember that we have talked right now all the time over the uphill battle between losing favor and gaining favor. Remember, it is worth to focus on one god with pretty much everything you have. So make a good choice, have a good look. The rest of my minute I'm gonna use for the prayer. The prayer is literally just that, a prayer. It's a 4-turn buff. You choose a god, read what they have to offer, and then you pray. Next turn, the prayer is answered, and that's it. You can see the current prayer, up left, currently active, prayer to Apollo, and what it does. You can, though, activate another prayer, to Ares, for example, provided always you have the money. Next turn, your prayer is answered. Now, you have 2 prayers running. So, it's really just a 4-turn boost. Has nothing to do with favor gaining or losing. It's just a bonus you want to do or not want to do. So, gaining, losing favor, big mechanic. Worth going into, focus on one. Prayer, single boost, and that's it. Up to 4 at a time, which is quite a lot actually. This has been Divine Will. We are exactly on a minute, and wherever you are, do have a nice one. Maybe you're gonna sub. If you have any other topic you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments. Goodbye.